Hey everybody, it's time to LOL! Listen out loud, that is. It's time for Anime Jam Session with DJ Ranma S, Mako-chan, and Ari Rockefeller.
Hey everyone, welcome to Anime Jam Session, episode number 520. We are that podcast that talks about anime, games, conventions, the fandom, geek stuff, and everything in between. I'm DJ Ranma S.
And I'm Ari Rockefeller. Mako-chan will be right back.
Yes, her computer crashed, so, we are holding off, so she should be popping in any second now. So, I believe that's her coming in, because the screen itself just kind of fixed itself in a way, so
I see her stuff in the in the Twitch feed window.
Oh, that's good.
I'm here.
Hey.
I don't know for how long, though.
And, for some reason, the sync is kind of off. It makes absolutely no sense. I think I got it now. It's like I'm watching the stream from my end, and it's not real time. It's like it's a couple of seconds behind, so I'm just like, what the hell? And I don't know. I'll explain.
Open up the Twitch page for us and just move the Skype window over top our window.
No. That's not really what I'm talking about. When I run the stream and when we're on Skype and I see everybody in real time, I'm also seeing it real time in OBS. Not like a delay. So there's got to be a settings change that I don't know about, that I got to go back and double check. It might have something to do with the latency, but all I know is I had this issue before. I somehow got it fixed, but now, like I said,
I remember how you fixed it.
Exactly. I will get into that during our weekend day and all of that as I continue to shamelessly shill our show tonight, because I'm still trying to tell people that we're live. So, anywho, how is everybody doing tonight? You know what? I absolutely agree with that. I just feel like it's not a cluster F, but just flustered, getting everything together. I guess it's going to be one of those days, And I'm going to assume we lost Mako-chan again.
Yep.
Good lord. If I have to go out to her studio and beat some sense to her computer, it's not going to be good. I'm just not in the mood for that. No. So, anywho, I'm going to try to continue to promote and make sure, people come hang out and chat with us tonight, because it's a deep day. It's a hella deep day, so I wouldn't say dumpster fire, but so anyway, let me go through the intro here real quick. We are live today, week of October 19th, 2021, right here on Twitch TV. You can find us here at Twitch TV/Anime Jam Session every Tuesday from 9 to 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And that translates to 6 to 9:30 p.m. Pacific Time. Come hang out with us every week, talk, have some good laughs, some good times, some good fun. So come through. And don't forget, we're part of the Voice of Geeks Network. You can find them at vognetwork.com. And they stream starting on Sundays at Twitch TV/Vog Network. Kicking things off at 8 o'clock with the Bobby Blackwolf Show, followed by Orange Lounge Radio at 9. And don't forget to come check out our Discord, vognetwork.com/Discord. Every show that's part of the Voice of Geeks Network has their own channel, so come through, hang out with us. It'll be fun, so please come through, It's all good in the hood. See, is that everything? Yes, it is. So, let me go ahead and go to the next thing on the list here. And we'll go quickly around the room, ask everyone how was their week, how was their day, Ari.
Well, I'm on vacation this week from work, which is good because I
Nice.
sorely need it. And with Thanksgiving coming up, well, the holiday season in general, there's going to be plenty of opportunities for overtime because people are just going to want to not come in for work, especially on the weekends. I also had to do upkeep of my car, and that was more expensive than I would have liked. Got the oil change yesterday. That was a little pricier than before. Those damn supply chain issues.
Yep, everything's going up.
And earlier today, I got all the tires of my car changed.
Well, that's
because
good.
The last time I got it tuned up at the Toyota dealership, they said you might want to look into replacing your tires. They're kind of losing their treads, and one of them already had a slow leak, which would just constantly pour out and turn on the low tire pressure light, which drove me nuts. So I went over to this tire place near me, got them, set up a meeting, set up an appointment, got them changed. Was out like $400 some odd bucks, like $460 something. But point is, I got some fresh tires, and I don't have to worry about them, running low on me. And which is good because, AAC is this weekend, and I picked the wrong week to, make these maintenance issues with my car,
Mm-hmm.
But I have money stashed away in different places, like lines of security, lines of defense, I mean. So, it's good I managed to. It's good it's good that I was able to pay for it, but it still sucks that I had to use it.
No, I totally get that. Believe you me, I mean, I have an immediate savings account, and then I have money in crypto to pull, which I pulled from the crypto account so that, I have some money to take between, unemployment ending and starting my new job. So
I've got what do you call it? I've got stash, I've got deferred compensation at work, I've got actual money in an envelope on my dresser.
Don't say that.
They don't know where it is.
But still, don't need nobody needs to know where the cash is at. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and if we're out of sync or something like that, please let me know. That way I can kind of fiddle with the controls on the back end. So I just want to make sure that we're all golden here. So
I'm just right now. All my focus is going to getting up to AAC this weekend. I know it's close to Boston.
Actually, no, it's an hour outside of Boston.
Well, it counts as close given the size of the city and how densely populated this part of the country is.
True. I mean, when we went up to AAC before, that was in Lowell. That's like 15, 20 minutes outside of Boston, so that wasn't so bad. I actually thought it was only going to be like 15, 20 minutes. So to one of my friends who's going says, no, it's an hour out. I was like, oh, did not know that. All right, so my weekend day has been pretty good. I can't really complain, The job is going good. I'm still doing some type of training, so, I think everything that I need to do for my job should be settled in by the end of the week. You know how every job has that one coworker you tolerate? I have that one coworker. It's fun. I'm just glad for headphones so I can kind of listen to my music and watch various YouTube videos, to keep myself entertained and busy while tickets are coming in. So I think I'm finally adjusted to the commute, and I've kind of figured it out to a science. So I know exactly what time to leave. So I know exactly what time to catch that train and coming back. This morning my train showed up late, and I was just like, God damn it! But And because of all of this, yeah, okay. But there are some things, let's see. I was going to say something, and I totally forgot. Oh, well. It's probably not that important, so, All right, there's some syncing stuff, but caught the lagging, maybe audio delay. All right. I am going to adjust Skype settings here. All right, that's good. Let's see if I could do it here. I don't know what I did to fix that. Let me take a look here. Anywho, while I take care of that, if you're there, Mako-chan, how was your week? How was your day?
I am here.
Good, yay.
As long as I don't open Twitch, hopefully I'll be okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so, basically my week and day was same crap, that normally goes on. Did a little bit of packing this weekend, and, yeah, I mean, that's basically it. It was a very boring week for me. I'm very tired. I'm very stressed. And yeah, so yay packing.
That will be me. That will be me coming up. So
Yeah, but we're doing it on a much smaller scale than she is.
True.
Yeah, I'm going through 6 years worth of crap.
I kind of understand going that feeling. I kind of get that. And the ladies at Starlit Creation say they love you.
Aw, hearts.
So precious. Oh, okay. Let's see. Coming up is housekeeping. Let's see what's going on here. Don't forget, every episode of Anime Jam Session from this year is on our YouTube page. You can find that at youtube.com/Anime Jam Session. Click on the playlist Podcast VOD, and you'll find every episode there. Don't forget to check out the VOG Network Pro Shop at vognetwork.com/shop. There's some cool merch on the site, so all your purchases help support independent podcasters and Twitch streamers like us. So please buy some awesome swag, And also, this is our list of upcoming conventions, and so far we're going on a good path here. This weekend is AAC. DerpyCon is October 29th to the 31st. The Unconvention is November 12th to the 14th. Anime NYC, November 19th to the 21st. And ZenkaiCon, March 25th to the 27th, 2022. And this list can change at any given time based on local COVID rules, laws, and regulations, and other information, and based on availability of our staff. Next up is Geek Roundtable. This is a part of the show where we talk more about our Geek Year weeks. So, Ari, kick things off while I go grab my item I want to share.
Okay, well, hurry back, because it's going to be a quick one for me. Phrasing. Anyway, this is another one of the shirts that I had ordered off of
that is awesome. I think I need that shirt.
Appetite for Endless Waltz. It's amazing. I saw it and I was like, I shouldn't. I don't really have the money. I had too much money to spend, and out of hell with it. Love Guns N' Roses, 90s stuff. I got one of my friends hooked on the band too at that same time.
That's cool.
That first, and as good as Appetite for Destruction was, that piano riff at the beginning of November Rain, that hits you. It's like,
So now that'll make a total of 3 Gundam Wing shirts if I buy that one. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, do me a solid. Ping me the link where you got that from. I'll bookmark it with the other couple of shirts I do need to pick up.
Okay.
Sweet. Thanks. And Mako-chan, what do you have to say for yourself today for showing things off?
Well, going back to previous things that I have shown, I collect tarot cards. And this one has been on pre-order since February. And it kept getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. So finally I have it. And yeah, so my love of the Labyrinth and David Bowie and tarot cards.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah, it's very, like, it's definitely different. All of these suits are named differently. I guess to keep it more in line with the theme of the Labyrinth.
Right.
So that was a little weird, but other than that, I like it.
Sounds good.
It has a very, like, book artistic feel to it.
Okay. Okay, so wait. Why are you going off? Hold on. There we go. My webcam microphone was on, so I had to go and mute that real quick. So, I don't remember showing this off, but as you all know, basically, my number 2 Love Life character is Yoshiko Tsushima, better known as Yohane or the Fallen Angel. And I had told my story of this one figurine that I wanted, and by the time I had enough money in Amazon rewards, it was sold out, as in I can't get it on Amazon anymore. But if I do go looking for it now or on eBay, it's going up to $300. So I'm like, nah, I don't really want it now. I actually have friends in Japan that actually went looking for it, but they could not find it. So they went and got me a different figurine. This Yohane figurine right here. This one, let me bring it down a little bit.
Nice.
Thank you. So now I got this is from the Love Life Sunshine Over the Rainbow School Idol movie. So this is the outfit that she wears in that one. So now I just got to find a spot to put it up. So, you know. Then again, I gotta find a spot for the rest of my figurines. I think I may have to adjust one of the shelves. I may have to adjust one of my shelves for my DVDs and start putting figurines on display there, and just kind of put get some type of plexiglass to put in front of it, like a door or something like that. That's probably what it's gonna come down to. All right. Before, and as the La Chocolate says, that's one of my favorite outfits from Sunshine. You are a woman of culture. Thank you. Okay, so before we get into tonight's topics, I want to drop some news real quick. I wasn't expecting to do this, but I just got, you probably saw it on my personal Twitter account. You probably saw it on the Anime Jam Session Facebook and Twitter account. It's with a heavy heart to let y'all know that Christopher Ayers, better known as the voice of Vegeta in Dragon Ball Z, passed away earlier today from COPD. As we all know, he's had some health issues over the recent years, but he's always been a strong person, always been a motivator, always been a go-getter, talented voice actor. Right now, the voice acting community is coming together, mourning the loss of one of their own. And you've definitely seen him at conventions. You can't miss him walking around with his giant plastic cup, which he usually has I think he always has juice or water in it, which was kind of cool. So, like I said, this information just came out. I just found out about this, I'd say maybe about 3 hours ago. So there should be more information in regards to this coming up on an anime news network, hopefully. And perhaps we'll have some more detailed information on next week's show.
You said he was the voice of Vegeta.
I'm
He
not
was the
Vegeta.
voice
I
of
meant
Frieza.
Frieza. Good God.
Frieza.
Am I out? Am I really that out of it tonight?
Yes.
I'm fairly certain
Jesus!
the shock of this just kind of screwed with your faculties too. This is not what I expected to see before the show tonight.
You're absolutely right. It's just, I just was not, God, I am, God. God, I am so sorry about that mistake. So sorry. All right. I'm going to take a step back and kind of refocus real quick as Mako gets into our next couple of articles. I think that the whole out of sync thing is throwing me off, so probably after the show tonight I'll be probably playing around with settings and so forth. So Mako, what is going on with over at the House of Mouse, aka Disney?
Yeah, so it seems like the House of Mouse is trying to cash in on all of that anime money. So what is going on is that the Walt Disney Company announced during the APAC content showcase that Disney Plus will start streaming a couple of exclusive anime in Japan, but it does not specify exactly whether or not these titles will be shown outside of Japan. So right now, it looks like at least in Japan, Disney Plus will start showing Tatami Time Machine Blues, Black Rock Shooter Dawnfall, and Summertime Rendering. On top of that, which I'm kind of excited about, is, let me pull that one up now. They also announced that they are going to be teaming up to actually put out an anime for Twisted Wonderland. And I know that we've spoken about that. Twisted Wonderland is actually a mobile game in Japan. The English version has not yet been released, but now they are actually getting together to do an anime. So it's actually the art is designed by Black Butler's Yana Toboso, sorry. And the characters belong in houses at Night Raven College, where the player arrives after being suddenly transported from another world. So it is very much like my beloved demon game that they turned into an anime, except that all of this are Bishimen based off of the villains of the Disney series. The art is amazing. The storyline is pretty damn good as well. They did go a little bit crazy in Japan with products and merchandise for this game, so I was not surprised at all to hear about them doing a series based on it.
It's Disney. What do you expect?
Exactly. So I'm excited. I am really hoping that this is one of those that they do bring over to the US, just because I know I want to see it. And again, it is being adapted and will stream exclusively on Disney Plus. So here's to hoping I get Pretty Boys.
Oh God, you're terrible.
So they're all Pretty Boys based on like villains from the Disney movies.
Mm-hmm.
So Rule 63 in full effect, then, huh?
Very much so.
Okie dokie.
Do not provoke her.
What? Yes, they are all Pretty Boys based off of all of the Disney villains, including the females, and they're all Pretty Boys. And it makes me happy.
Too late. God. Anywho, let's talk more about something that I think everybody's very appreciative of. The fact that the original cast of the anime Cowboy Bebop are coming back to voice their real life counterparts in the live action series. Now, I think if they didn't do this, somebody probably would have tried to burn Netflix to the ground.
Mm. Is it so horrible that I want to watch this now with Japanese dub just so that I can relive watching that series?
You want to know something? The fact that you brought this up, think about it. When we sit here and watch live action J dramas and K dramas, most of us anime fans, otakus or weebs or whatever, we'll watch it in the original language and follow the subtitles. I think to the point when Cowboy Bebop comes out, I think automatically we're just going to turn on the Japanese English subtitles and just be like, oh, I gotta go over here, then activate it. You know, I think that's what's going to happen. So basically, the entire cast is coming back except for Unsho Ishizuka, who voiced Jet Black, who passed away some time ago. The role of Jet Black is being done by Taiten Kusunoki. But there will also be some new cast members too. Masako Isobe as Mao, who was originally played by Kazuaki Ito, and one of my favorite seiyuus, Romy Park, as Shin, who Nobuyuki Hiyama voiced in the original anime. And for those of you who don't know, Romy Park voiced Edward Elric in Full Metal Alchemist, and Temari from Naruto. I can't believe I actually blanked out on that. What's the matter with me?
You're doing very well tonight.
Oh, shut up. And for those of you who don't know, here's a quick rundown. Koichi Yamadera as Spike Spiegel, Norio Wakamoto as Vicious, Megumi Hayashibara as Faye Valentine, Gara Takashima as Julia. So I think that's going to be fun. And what's also interesting is that Netflix will be streaming the original anime worldwide outside of Japan starting on October 21st. What's interesting is it's already streaming in Netflix in Japan. So if you're probably wondering, well, why is it sharing it outside of Japan on the 21st? Funimation has North American rights to the series, so you know. So if you want to watch it, you can always head over to Funimation. So the live action series starts November 19th, 1 month from tonight. The series will have 10 episodes. I can't wait to see how they're going to do. I simply can't wait. So, and for those of you who don't know what the series is about, here it is. Cowboy Bebop is an action-packed space western about 3 bounty hunters, also known as cowboys, all trying to outrun their past. As different as they are deadly, Spike Spiegel, Jet Black, and Faye Valentine form a scrappy, snarky crew ready to hunt down the solar system's most dangerous criminals for the right price. But they can only kick and quip their way out of so many scuffles before their past finally catch up to them. The series stars John Cho as Spike, Mustafa Shakir as Jet, and Daniela Pineda as Faye, Alex Hassel as Vicious, and Aline Satine as Julia. And what's interesting, one of the cast members is Tamara Tooney, who's Anna, the Martian Club owner. And if that name is kind of familiar to you, she was on Law and Order SVU for several seasons as the ME. And I'm like, look at the name, like, that sounds from. That's who that is. And to make it more enticing, to definitely watch the show, don't forget, Yoko Kanno is returning to compose the music for the live-action series. And the live-action opening will have Tank. So, you know, that's going to be good.
Yes.
And they did do their version of the opening sequence. I kind of hope that is the actual opening sequence of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking get hype, everybody.
I know. And season 2 is already they're already planning it. So let's watch this, support this, so we can get a season 2 out of this. So I can't wait.
That's another opening song where it just hits you and it never lets you go.
Exactly. All right, Ari, what is going on with the Heavy Metal Project?
Oh, what indeed?
Mm-hmm.
Now you're getting into my wheelhouse. So, Heavy Metal themed multimedia project, The Last Metal, has revealed cast infos, videos, and a visual for its first band, Venomous 8. The project's concept video includes a voice behind 4 of the band's members. Nara Shinguji, played by Kanito, on vocals and guitar. Junasumi Arthur Lonsberry on vocals. Van Ugaki, Ryota Suzuki on vocals. And Maya Kudo, Keisuke Ueda on vocals. It also includes band manager Volka, who is played by Toshiyuki Moikawa, who worked on things like Devil May Cry, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Diamond and Unbreakable. And they got a short music video released for their debut song, Rip. Yasuhiro Takanashi, who has made stuff for Naruto, Fairy Tail, and Zombieland Saga, is producing the music for the project, which revolves around a group of deceased youngsters who were given the right to return to Earth as the chosen metal band of the god Vul. Wow. I mean, that premise is just like, that's fucking brutal, man. It's either that or getting whisked off to Valhalla. Also, does anyone post a link into the? I'll do it.
All right, cool.
The the first splash image of it, you think 8 band members are that's usually a little excessive, don't you think? Usually you only see 4 or 5.
Right.
That's the mean. But they got here keyboarders, 1, 2, 3, 4 guitarists, 1, 2. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3 guitarists, a bassist, 2 singers and 2 or 3 singers and a drummer. Because it's oh god, it's gonna be like Slipknot without the masks. Still, it looks like a hell of a time.
Definitely. Let me minimize that real quick. All right, let's see what else do we have here. A follow-up to a story that we talked about last week. We talked about, I believe, if not last week, a week before last, Dirty Pair. And basically the Kickstarter is fully funded. I think there's still time, so I'm probably going to try to throw money onto it, so... But what's great is that retired voice actress Pamela Lauer is returning to reprise her voice as Kay in the new dub. And as we have mentioned, Jessica Calvello will also return as Yuri for the new dub as well. She was Kay in the original OVA series. That was the only Dirty Pair series that was actually dubbed. So, and as we had mentioned, Right Stuff and Nosebleed Entertainment launched a Kickstarter earlier this month for this, and their goal was $275,000. It hit basically $372,000 by the time we got to this article. But if you go on the website, it's
at $432,739.
Good Lord, that's a lot of money.
With 11 days to go.
Wow. I might have to wait until they actually release this because unless
I already backed it.
3, 4.
I'm like, 5, screw it. I'm 6, throwing my lot 7, in with it.
8, 9. Actually, no. I actually have time to back this when my next paycheck rolls around, so I'm good. So basically, the Kickstarter for this will fund the English dub HD release for the main television anime series. Now, I believe there's also a level for the Blu-ray release where they'll do the entire franchise as a reward for specific pledge tiers. I wonder how much that is. Let me see if it'll let me without having to log in because I have not logged in, and I'll explain that in a bit. Get you to Oh, I think it's $60.
Yeah, $60 get you the Blu-ray.
Yeah. All right. I could do that.
Hmm.
I could definitely do that.
I'll have to double check what I posted. I know it's one of the. It's at least one of the ones where you get your name in the credits or special thanks section.
Yeah, I think the first or second one get you that as well.
Yeah. All right. I'm definitely going to throw money at that one. No, wait. The Blu-ray disc is the entire franchise, so it's basically okay. That's good. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Making it a little bit more confusing than I'm able to figure out. My bad. So here's the breakdown for Dirty Pair. In the 22nd century, mankind may be technologically advanced, but there are still some problems that can only be fixed by a couple of women who won't back down from a fight. Well, now. These are the adventures of Kay and Yuri, the two official trouble consultants for the WWWA, World Welfare Works Association. They use their brains, brawn, and looks to solve any problem. They call themselves the Lovely Angels, but because their solutions often result in chaos and mass destruction, the rest of the universe has dubbed them the Dirty Pair. For Kay and Yuri, no two missions are the same. As the WWWA's top trouble consultants, they take on all sorts of odd jobs like chasing down treasure in high-tech ruins, fighting off political assassins, and even avenging the death of a plaster statue. In the end, only one thing's for sure. Anything that stands between these two and victory are sure to be destroyed. Wow.
Also, they don't like being called Dirty Pair, do they?
I don't think so. And if you want to check out the anime series, you can watch the original subtitle version on Retro Crush and Crunchyroll. The anime adapts Haruka Takachiho's sci-fi comedy novel series of the same name, with illustrations by Yoshikazu Yasuhiko. The series started in 1979, and the 8th novel in the series, Dirty Pair no Daihyoyaku, shipped in 2018 as the first novel in 11 years. Wow. Aside from the television anime, the novels have also inspired a film, as well as several video projects, manga, and American comics. Yes, I believe Adam Warren did 2 Dirty Pair mangas, and one of them was called Fatal But Not Serious. It was really good. The title duo made their first anime appearance in 1983's Crusher Joe, the movie. Alright. And it looks like we have some good news hanging out in when it comes to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Yeah, this again.
Mm-hmm.
So Eevee's going to be on a sled with Pikachu for the next Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. The number of anime games and characters featured at the parade just ballooned, god damn it, even higher. The 95th event, wow, will see the return of Pikachu, but everyone's favorite rodent won't be alone. Eevee will be along for the ride this time, sitting comfortably aboard a Pokeball-themed sled. Not the first anime character, Goku, got in on the action in 2018. And, well, the article brings up times when other anime or video game characters' balloons crashed. Like in this one, they show when Sonic lost all his rings.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, when you talk about balloons blowing up and, well, not blowing up, but getting blown down and deflating, I remember when, like, way back in the day when the Barney balloon crashed.
Yeah.
And, like, everyone was cheering for it. Like everyone in the crowd or whatever, it was just like, I can't blame them, but not something I expected to see, you know?
Fair. Okay. Let me grab something real quick. All right. So, wait, this. Here we go. All right. So I assume we'll all be watching the parade this year?
More than likely. That's the only Thanksgiving thing I'll be doing.
Seeing it live from 6th Avenue that one time was kind of worth it.
Yeah, I basically will be watching that, going to get food, and then probably, moving.
And helping your mom eat all that Thanksgiving turkey.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. You gotta get food.
I thought I updated this. There we go. All right. Last story of the night is right there in your wheelhouse there, Mako.
Yeah, so, yeah, long ass series is long. So this was 2 days ago. So Monday, on the release day, basically the 100th volume of Detective Conan
Yeah.
was released. With that 100th volume, it was announced that the manga has reached a circulation of 250 million copies worldwide.
That's a lot.
The manga has been going and serialized in Weekly Shonen Sunday for 28 years. It is one of the longest running and most popular weekly manga series in Japan. Gosho, who is the writer, says, "Hello, this is Oyama. It's been 28 years since it started in 1994. When I first started, I thought it would be a blessing if I could publish one volume after 3 months of serialization, but I never thought it would reach 100 volumes. This is all thanks to the fans who have continued to support it over a quarter of a century. Thank you very much. If you've bought all the volumes, your bookshelf is probably stained brown. But if you think of it as brick pattern wallpaper, it won't bother you too much." He's laughing because all of the bookends are dark brown.
I was
Ah.
gonna say, because that could be taken in quite the wrong direction.
No, the whole premise of that is like opening up a brick wall kind of thing. So the cover has the different characters on it, but the background is all brick pattern. So 100 volumes of nothing but brick pattern is gonna leave a brown brick pattern. So they ended up doing a huge 22-meter advertisement featuring the visuals of Conan from all 100 volumes that was displayed in the underground passage of Shibuya Station. And that, if you think about 22 meters, that's a freaking long-ass advertisement.
Yup.
But it shows Conan dressed as basically as all the different front covers. It has him dressed as Kaito Kid. It has him in a detective outfit. It has him in his normal school outfit. So if you are a Conan fan, if you are a Case Closed fan, that's what it was in the US. Go ahead and check it out. It's it's a good one. I like it.
And
I kind of, want an actual picture of it.
well, as Gina Brick One says, it's a good anime too, but it never got dubbed. Well, a couple of seasons have been dubbed by Funimation.
Yeah, Funimation did 52 episodes. Which, when you look at the sheer size of this
That's
series,
a drop in a bucket.
Yeah, it's it really isn't a whole heck of a lot.
I think the entire season, all the series is on Funimation and Crunchyroll. I think,
I don't think the whole thing is,
but most of it.
What they do, at least for the Japanese version, when they get the licensing rights for the Japanese version, they basically do it by series.
Okay.
And they'll put, 2 or 3 seasons up and then take them down and then get the next couple of them licensed.
Oh, sort of like a rotation.
Funimation, I think, has the full dub up.
Okay.
As much as I love this series, I really, really, really wish that someone would get the licensing rights, hello Funimation, and dub the crossover movies. Because I really, really, really want copies of the crossover movies with
I
Lupin.
think they could be friendly with Discotech Media and get it done. I think so.
Both of the series, one, are going through anniversaries.
Mm-hmm.
2, they're extremely popular, and I think that doing a specialty kind of thing like that, even if it's just, hey, we're only doing a limited amount, here's 500 of them, here we go. I think, or even if they did a Kickstarter, I would so freaking put money towards a Kickstarter, as long as I got both of the movies.
Right. Okay. Sounds good. All right, and now that we got that out of the way, we're at the part of the show that y'all really stick around for and like just see how we react to. It's Meanwhile in Japan. And we have 3 great articles, and because of my fandom and the stuff I grew up on, I call dibs on number 2.
All right, I'll take the first one then.
I will take the last one then.
All right. Let me check something here real quick. Open. Nope, I need to log in here. I just need to check. I forgot to set up the background music, so I'm logging into my little online soundboard to pull them all down. And now here's a hope and pray that the audio will come out properly. God. See, what is this? No, that's not it. Looking at all of these different things so I know what's what, so I can properly run the audio. Worst case scenario, I can just run it through OBS or whatever. I mean, through VLC. Not that it really matters or something. Alright, let me see. Themes are here. Let me open this. Let me adjust this here. This is good. That's fine. That's fine. Let's see. Nope. Let's check the mixer. Make sure it pumps through the way it should. Huh. Surprised it's not coming directly through that. I have this odd feeling it's going to come through the speakers. Let me check something real quick. Of course. And I apologize for the loud sound. I should have known it was going to do that. Really? Oh. Is this it? There we go. All right. Live television, boys and girls. That's how we do.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's over there. I think I got it. Perfect. All right. Ari, take it away.
So what happens to Daikaiju when they die? The tokusatsu genre, in which giant monsters do battle and cause widespread destruction, has been undergoing a bit of a renaissance lately, with fun and interesting reboots springing up in Japan and the US. And in February 4th, 2022, a truly bold experiment in the genre is set to take place. Daikaiju no Atsoshimatsu, literally the Great Monsters Remain, or Kaiju Cleanup, as it's going to be called.
I've heard about that.
Marks the first time veteran film studios Shochiku and Toei have teamed up on a single feature. Let's see, it's dead for pretty... perhaps the reason the two companies are near is that this movie boasts the largest monster in Japanese movie history, and it's dead for pretty much the whole film. It picks up where most tokusatsu left off. The evil kaiju collapses in defeat. The hero walks off in the sunset. Roll credits. But all those poor extras who have already been through so much now have a gigantic rotting corpse to dispose of.
Ooh.
The film was written and directed by Satoshi Miki and stars Hei Sei Jump Ryosuke Yamada and Tao Tushiya, who played Makimachi Misao in the Rurouni Kenshin live action movies. I can't talk tonight. Yamada plays a member of Special Forces Unit along with demolitions expert Bruce, played by Joe Adagiri, each tasked with conflicting missions on how to dispose of the 350-meter-foot-long corpse of 350 meters, about 1,150 feet, about 1.5 times the size of a Tokyo Dome, and some fear may explode if not dealt with soon. Oh boy. Let's see, on the other side of the situation, Tsuchiya stars as the secretary to Minister of the Environment and is overseeing the disposal, while her husband, played by Gaku Hamada, who is also the secretary for the Prime Minister of Japan, becomes increasingly frustrated with his office being kept out of the loop. Meanwhile, acclaimed actor Toshiyuki Nishida, known for his roles in Outrage and Suribaka Nishi, or Fishing Fools Chronicles, plays the exhausted Prime Minister who struggles to hold the country together in the chaotic aftermath of the Kaiju battle. Yeah, so, they don't show this part on TV, do they?
No, they do not.
Or 90% of the time, it's just the monster, the monster or kaiju disposes of itself. It just explodes. Then again, no one thinks about all the, property damages things do. Or let's say something like this thing in the abandoned building district.
I may have to watch this, so...
Apparently, I'm not sure if it was in character or not, but Jason David Frank said, why do people move to Angel Grove if it keeps getting attacked by monsters and whatnot? And he said, property values are super low down there.
Makes sense, It's like when we live in certain parts of Jersey, I'd be worried of hurricanes or certain eastern seaboards and shit,
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
a lot of hurricanes, but the property tax is cheap,
Like a 5-bed, 5-bath, and say, somewhere in rural Georgia or Alabama or whatever might cost 150,000, whereas a 2-bed, a 3-2 shack up here will be 350,000. You
mean 1.5 million?
I said New York. That's New York.
Shit, man, that's North Jersey and parts of Central.
What's a Central?
Oh, don't you even start that. Mako-chan will roll up and key your car.
Go right ahead. She'll put,
And I see it, Abiri says, I live 3 blocks from the ocean, but there have been a few issues with the hurricanes the past couple dozen years. Fair enough.
Yeah, that's one thing I definitely remember from going down the shore. The closer you are to the beach, the more expensive it is. Not even a question.
No, I get that. And as Game Girl X says, tornadoes the issue now. I never would have guessed tornadoes would be an issue living in New York City when, I'd say maybe about 15 plus years ago, seeing reports of a tornado touching down in Bay Ridge, and then a couple of more tornado sightings in Brooklyn in the last couple of years. I never would have guessed that, but
I imagine if a tornado rolled up in Brooklyn, the Brooklynites would be like, the fuck you doing here?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you pull that Brooklyn tornado's like nothing, motherfucker, and just take your ass. Well. Somebody wants attention. And as Akane Darrow says, I'm not leaving Atlanta anytime soon. Hey, do you, bro? And as Gamer X says, the one that hit us from Ida missed us by a half mile. We couldn't leave the house and the roads were blocked and traffic was awful. I could imagine. Oh God, I could imagine that. I'm just glad that y'all are okay. CW says, back when I was in high school, I remember the days of don't go outside. There are deadly force winds in suburban New York. Yeah, I kind of grew up in suburban. Yeah, 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 yeah. So, anywho, let's talk about something kind of cool and funny and awesome. Let's talk about Tom and Jerry. And you're probably thinking, what? Yes, Tom and Jerry. The quintessential cat and mouse duo have been entertaining fans with their antics for decades now, and due to the limited dialogue of most of their famous shorts, they have an appeal that stretches across all manner of language barriers. They've gained a new lease on life in Japan's chapter of the Cartoon Network channel, so there's a whole new generation of fans of their Technicolor slapstick antics. Now you know who Itchy and Scratchy is loosely based off of. So there is an official Tom and Jerry Japanese Twitter account that uploads fun clips and merchandise, which is really cool. The fandom of Tom and Jerry is so huge in Japan that there are a pair of limited time official cafes themed around the cast, which is open now, and there's one open in Osaka as well. The former will open in Shinjuku's Lumen EST in the box and cafe space, and the latter will open on the 4th floor of Abeno Q's mall. And it looks really awesome. So what can fans expect to dine upon at the Tom and Jerry Cafe? Well, Jerry's bound to be happy as most of the meals center around that perennial favorite of cartoon mice, cheese. All 3 entrees star a healthy dollop of cheesy goodness. There's Jerry's cheese omelet rice, a decadent fusion of Japanese and American comfort food, the Boom macaroni and cheese burger, which stuffs a cheesy helping of macaroni atop a hamburger patty. That sounds really good. And lastly, the rolling meatball pasta, which is a serving of meatballs and pasta drizzled with melted cheese. Oh my God. Oh my God. Now, they also will have a line of desserts. So you have the Jerry and Tuffy tiramisu. And that's really cute looking. And if you have a more of a savory palate, there's a Chase cheese set, which is a great shareable option. It comes with tiny cheese ice cream parfaits, cheese tarts, and a tasty tomato bruschetta as well. Wow. Now, if you want more ice cream, you can indulge in the Be Happy Cheesecake Parfait, and this is where they got Mako-chan. And it's a mixture of blackcurrant and cream cheese ice creams, and is served with fresh fruit, and is topped with the iconic illustration of a cheese-shaped Jerry. If you remember that one cartoon where Jerry ate that whole wedge of cheese, and he just became that shape of the wedge of cheese, that.
Oh, yeah.
Now, the cafe also serves what's called little cake plates, each with mascarpone cream cheese sandwich and a cake, plus a tiny serving of cheesecake. And you can even pick whether a Tom or Jerry is peeping out from your plate. That's really cool. As Questbuster says, I just ate, but now I feel hungry all over again. And if you're thirsty, Tom and Jerry each have a signature cream soda. Nice. Tom's cream soda is green, and Jerry's is orange. And there's also, for Tuffy, there's the cheese cream tea. This drink contains a black iced tea with a sweet cap of creamy cheese foam. And then there is the Tom and Jerry Cafe Latte, which sports the cafe logo on top. And there's tons of merchandise as well. The cafes were reportedly open as a way to celebrate Cheese Day, which falls on November 11th, so they'll remain open through November till the 14th in Osaka and December 5th in Shinjuku. Now, don't get caught like Tom at the end of every episode. Snag up your chance to attend before it dashes away. And the theme song is running through my head, so yeah. I remember I rented the NES game, and I think I beat it in a weekend. And I went somewhere down the line. I ended up checking out the Super NES version of the game. Much harder. All right, Mako. You're up.
Okie dokie. So it looks like we're not the only ones that are dealing with shipping issues. Japan is also dealing with some issues, and KFC is the one that's, having those issues. So it seems that some of the KFCs in Japan are out of French fries.
What?
Yeah, some of the restaurants are entirely out of potatoes. So they've had to stop selling French fries until they can get more, a process that's going to take weeks. Again, this is due to the coronavirus. The pandemic is continuing to cause problems for shipping and logistic industries, and the distribution of the supply routes that KFC Japan's potatoes, which the chain imports, forced the company to start suspending French fry sales starting last Friday.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So basically everybody's kind of in shock. And right now, some of the stores still have, just because they had surplus. Some of the stores state that they are going to start selling French fries again on October 21st, though that's still tentative because a lot of the franchises are still completely out. The company does say that it's going to be branch by branch on what can be gotten. So I guess if it's a branch that, really sells those potatoes, they'll be the ones getting whatever comes in. But yeah, so Japan is running out of potatoes.
Oof.
The KFCs will be running out of fries and the mashed potatoes, So that's two sides are going to end up losing.
Yeah, at this point. I mean, it's possible that because it's not like they're getting fresh potatoes for those mashed potatoes. So there is a good chance that it'll be easier for them to import powdered potatoes for instant potatoes than it will be to import actual potatoes or frozen potatoes.
And as Cedarberry says, I mean, there was someone who called the police on McDonald's down here because they ran out of McNuggets. And I heard about that.
Jesus Christ.
I mean...
Where does this happen? Florida?
Yes.
No surprise. Never mind. I'm not surprised anymore.
Come on, dude. But,
I'm surprised he didn't ride up there on a crocodile.
God, you're terrible. But my thing is, KFC got rid of the potato wedges and replaced it with French fries, and now they're running out of potatoes. This is what happens when you fuck with the potato wedges.
I miss the potato wedges.
So do I.
I never liked the potato wedges.
Blasphemy.
They didn't do anything for me.
Blasphemy.
What are you going to throw holy gravy in my face and watch my face burn off?
She might.
You can get a priest to consecrate gravy. Go right ahead.
There's
look, something you don't say every day.
And look, we have potato wedge fans in the chat. Oh, man. Look at that. We're come down to end of another episode. Yeah. And before we get into our closing credits, I forgot to mention during my weekend day, part of the reason why there are some technical issues on the stream is that I wiped out my computer over the weekend and installed a fresh copy of Windows 11. Here is the quick story. I have been beta testing it for about 2.5 months, and I went out and decided to get this audio interface, which is supposed to be better than a Scarlett, Focusrite Scarlett. Tried it out, tested it. It was great, except that when I would run background music in, it would cut out a lot. So I figured, let me load like the universal ASIO drivers. Yeah, that broke my computer. So I am messing around with the BIOS, resetting the BIOS and all that just to get it to boot. So Friday night, I decided to sit down, wipe it out, reinstall Windows. And I had a problem trying to get that done until I found there was a BIOS update for the board, and it allowed me to update do a fresh copy of Windows. But I also forgot to back up my OBS scenes and so forth. But since I basically know how it's supposed to be through muscle memory, it's there. You may see there's some slight changes, but that's how it works. So the next thing I am going to try and test out, if I can find it, is this PreSonus audio device. Now, if I can play background music on this without it cutting out and causing issues for others, this will be replacing my mixer. If not, there is another mixer that's in my Amazon wish list, cart, that I will be purchasing and trying out. So that's what happened. So hopefully by next week I'll have the video audio sync up working fine. I'll play around, do some testing. I'll try something tonight. So now that y'all know, I think it's time for us to pack it up and get the hell out of here. What do you say?
Yep.
That's a good idea.
Perfect. So if you like the show, tell a friend. They in turn will tell another friend, and so on and so forth. We're independent bloggers, independent podcasters. We do this for the fun of it, so you know if we like it or not. So, yeah. If you have any questions about the show, drop us a line at podcast@animejamsession.com. Again, that is podcast@animejamsession.com. We're here to believe you. And don't forget to check out our website at animejamsession.com, where you will find our weekly podcast, anime reviews, editorials, cosplayer interviews, cosplay tips and tricks, links to our Facebook page of convention and cosplay coverage, and our YouTube page full of cosplay and convention videos. All of that and a lot more at animejamsession.com. And if you want to check out some of our older episodes, and if you're a new listener, check us out on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, TuneIn Radio, any app that you use for looking up podcasts. Just search Anime Jam Session. Over 500 episodes for you to listen to. Some good, some bad, and an evolution of sorts. So check those out. Plus, those apps allow you to leave reviews, so if you could, drop us a review. We'd like to know. Don't forget to follow us on our social medias, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. It's Anime Jam Session. Follow us on those so you know when we're going live, when articles are going up, when videos are going up, when photos are going up, all that and then some. And we have a tip jar down below. Click on our links to our Streamlabs account or into our Ko-Fi account. Every little bit helps to keep the show going, and we appreciate it. You don't have to, but we're glad that you did. And if you don't want to do that, drop us some bits. Cheer us on. And auto hosting is no longer a thing, so if you follow us, and when we go live, if you're a streamer, host us. We appreciate every little bit, you know? That's how we do. So now we're going to go around the room. Last words, Ari.
I can't think of anything but other than going to AAC and getting back to conventions again.
Last words, Mako-chan.
I am so tired, and I'm excited to go to bed.
My last words is I think I've drank a little bit too much water, and I don't know why I'm still drinking water. Just gotta hydrate. That is it. End of list. We'll be back next week with our review of AAC and then some. And if there's time, we'll have some articles. We're gonna talk. We'll have a good time and so forth. Good times are good. So that is it. End of list. We're getting out of here. I'm Ranma.
I'm Ari.
And I am Mako-chan.
Great fight, great night. See you next week.
Good night, everybody.
Night.
Say goodnight, Mako-chan.
Good night, Mako-chan.
Perfect. Awesome. We're getting out of here. See you all next week.
has been a production of Anime Jam Session and AJS Productions. No fanboys and fangirls were hurt, maimed, shot, electrocuted, or pistol whipped in this episode. For now. The views, opinions, and thoughts expressed on the show do not reflect the staff or the network as a whole. But we're still right, damn it! For transcripts of this episode, start typing. Check us out at animejamsession.com and vognetwork.com for more information about us and other programming. Jamatane!